Hey guys, blessings. This is Yanni, the only lockologist. I'll post this video today. Usually I don't post the videos on the day I do the video because I'm lazy as heck. There's no excuse. It's really pure laziness. We in Georgia. Listen, it's effing cold down here. Jesus Christ. It is 13 degrees. And where we work at, my heat is not working properly. So right now we got this. We went old school. We from Jersey, so we know how to deal with coldness. I got the stove on. This sister came in. She got said, "Girl, leave everything on." I end up heating up some towels for her. I like, don't worry, you're getting toasty warm towels. I warmed her up good. We got everything running. But this is me. She is from Alabama, right, Queen?
Yes.
Right. So today what I want to talk about is, and you actually gave me the idea. When she booked me, when we spoke on the phone, she ended up texting me yesterday and she said, Yanni, I want to do color too. I'm bringing the color, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not a text person because there's a lot I want to explain to her. So I told her, I said, when you come tomorrow, meaning today for your appointment, we'll explain this. I want to share this with you guys. So we've never met before. Today's our first day meeting. And I love her because I call her back. I said, listen, I know your appointment is 10. You want to get here like 7? She's like, Yanni, thank you. I said, you could get here earlier. It was still dark when she walked up the steps. So anyway, so a lot of you mistake buildup and lint, right? If you have buildup in your hair, remember you get buildup from just products all during the years. However long you have your hair, how long you've had yours, Queen?
5 years.
This is 5 years of hair?
Yes.
Shit, your hair grew fast. Did you start with hair?
I was by my ears.
Oh, your hair grows mad fast. I thought you had this like 10 years.
No.
This is 5 years of hair? Shit. All right, I didn't know that. That's news to me. Okay, so however long you had your hair, if you were using products and stuff, and it doesn't matter what the products are, guys, I always list them like gels, waxes, all that stuff. It stays in here. Even though you're washing your hair, and most of you wash your hair with shampoos and conditioners, which is the worst thing to wash locks with, not natural hair, because all it does is that it sticks, adheres to the product. And it's like a repetitive thing. So in years, it causes buildup. So she bought she bought the exact brand that I do use. And she was like, I noticed I have buildup at the end of my locks. I want you to color it. And I said, okay, this is what I couldn't tell you via text, is that I do not color hair on the first visit. I need to see the hair first, right? Secondly, wait till Jimmy strips your hair and washes it, and you're going to see it may not be lint, because she thought it was lint. It may actually be buildup. He can wash out buildup. He can't wash out lint, right? So now she's going to look at the ends of her locks for the first time and look at it. Do you see the difference?
Yes.
So you see what I was talking about?
Yes.
Right. So what you were seeing on your locks was slight buildup. Right now, it's still some lint. Whatever is left there is like lint, but you were more linty. What you thought was lint before you got here does not look as bad. You get it?
Yes.
Right. And another thing too, but before I get to the other thing, I'll tell her that. But remember, if you have buildup in your hair, this is the purpose of me doing this video. If you have buildup in your locks, do not put color on top of it. It's going to create this nasty, matty thing, and that color is going to stick to that buildup, and now the buildup is even going to show more. All right, so wash out your buildup, strip your hair. However, not everybody could come to me, or not even me, come to Jimmy for him to do it. But you do not want to color your hair, put color on top of buildup. First, you want to stop using stuff that creates the buildup, right? And secondly, you want to give your hair a good wash, cleanse, whatever you want to call it. Give the locks, strip out all that buildup, and then you color your hair, okay? Color is more used for if you want to hide the lint, because you cannot wash lint out. Lint is from her clothes, hugging people, her pillow, everything. No matter what we do, we would always have lint in locks. It shows up in locks more than natural hair, because remember, we do not comb our hair. That's how locks are formed, right? So do not mistake lint for buildup. It's two separate things. How does your hair feel, Queen?
It feels amazing.
Right, no dries. You feel when it came, it was a little stiff and crispy. It was a little crunchy, and that wasn't the cold weather. That it was crunch. Right? So another thing too, this is for you now. You bought 1 box of color. If you are a regular client, I will ask you if you're crazy. okay? Because you only wanted your ends color. That's gonna look nuts. You're gonna look nut about it, right? You don't want, when you're coloring your hair for the first time, you want to do the entire head, so that's where your hair does not look two-toned. You understand what I'm saying now? So you would just focus on the lint that you was convinced you had at the bottom, right? And which you did not have. I already knew that. You have lint, but it's not what you think it was, right? So you want to just color your ends now, and you were going with your natural color, right?
I was trying to match it with the color at the ends.
At the ends.
My top is dark.
And so you were going with like a more dark brown?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So with that, the only thing is your locks would have looked kind of two-toned. Unless, I mean, if you wanted it, that would have been fine if that was really what you were going for. But it will look kind of crazy. Like, why is her... It will be a sharp cutoff.
Right.
If that makes sense. You
Yes,
understand what I'm
makes
saying?
sense.
Right. So I always tell my clients who's coloring their hair for the very, very first time, I always say, listen, you want to get enough to color your entire head first. And then, as your hair grows, you do like 1 or 2 bucks just for touch-ups. You understand? So that way you don't have that sharp cutoff. But if she's doing that, then, you know, she just wanted the ends in like brown. All right, guys, so I'm about to go do her hair. I'm glad you like how your hair feel.
Love it.
You love it? You like how it smells too?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, Jimmy put his foot in that.
Yes.
No, he really was washing his hair with his foot. Yes. Guys, we having fun this morning. We're trying to stay warm. We're laughing. She's listening to my good music, Gen X. She's a Gen X like Jimmy and I. And we're talking about all the things that we did when we were kids growing up. Our generation, 60s, 70s, 80s. Oh my God. One day I'll do a video on that. Leave the comments open so we can all talk about all the things that children of today would not experience ever that our generation did. And like this sister said, we were feral. We were for the streets.
Yes.
Yeah, boy. We were for the streets out there. All right, so let me go do her hair now. Beautiful, very disrespectful new growth. She started with a nice size. Who started your locks for you, Queen?
Patrice Williams. She loved that hair was her.
Oh, okay. So she did a really good size. This is perfect. Beautiful, beautiful. A lot of new growth. You guys see me putting my pinky finger in it. So that is nice. All right. Remember, without new growth, there's no locks. Because if you keep doing it here too tight and too often, little bit by little bit, your new growth is going to pop off and get weaker. And your locks become thinner. So notice, she hasn't been doing that. That's why her locks, and this is the first time me meeting her, she said on the phone, Yanni, I followed everything you said on your videos. And I can tell that because her locks are the same size all the way down. So this is very impressive. Stay tuned for the after, guys. It's getting a little warmer.
Yeah.
It's not as cold as when you came in. Yeah. All right. You have a slight cowlick. You know that, right? Yeah, right here. That's why I can't get it neat. Your cowlick. Most people have it like in the middle and it swoops. You have a side one. You're the second person that came with a side cowlick. And it's not even on the side, it's there. It's something your hair does, a natural swoop. Okay, turn back. Okay, guys. Let me make sure this thing playing. One time I was yakety yakking, I didn't press play. I was like, fuck that, I ain't doing that again. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. We've been having a ball. We have been. All right, so we are done. Her hair is done, right? She likes the fuzzy look. I don't trim locks. Remember, if you're now subscribing, do not let anybody convince you to trim your fuzzies. They're going to say shit like, oh, let me prune your hair. This is what the people now subscribing. That is BS. You can't prune hair. Pruning is done to rose bushes or hedges. That's why you have a pruning shears. They use these words to confuse you all if you don't know the real meaning of it. And what it's going to do without your fuzzies, a little bit, because some people are focused on neatness, whether you're the one or the person who's doing it here is focused on neatness, and little bit by little bit, your locks stop looking as thick as this sister's here, and it starts thinning out. Leave your fuzzies. Locks was not meant to be neat. If it was meant to be neat, then you should not have had locks. You should have put braids in your hair, because braids are very neat. You go by some on what back in the day, 125th Street in Harlem. Whoo, them Africans could They could braid the hair on your big toe. No, seriously. If you want that, then go there. I don't know if they're still there because everything been gentrified. But them heifers, they could braid it. All right? But Locs is not meant to be neat. So it is done. Very healthy. She's like me. She deals with migraine, so I even put an extra. Lavender is very good for aromatherapy, and we both take prescriptions for our migraines. But I told her, I said this would help with anxiety. If ever it happens, other than taking a prescription, if she just smells her hair, it's going to be very calming. She took a whiff. She was like, "Oh my God." So, Mish, how was your time with Jimmy and I? First time meeting us.
Oh, it was amazing.
Hold on, let me fix it. You look crazy. let me make it look good. It all bunched up. Okay. Sorry guys, right here in the front it looked fuzzy. It's not. She has a weird cowlick. A very unnatural cowlick, but it's cool. No one, most people don't have a cowlick to the side. It's not even to the side. It's right there. So I'm like, okay, you're alien. Whatever. I accept you. Take me to your leader. Okay. sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I talk shit all day. How was your visit with us? And say the most obvious, my playlist.
Oh, amazing. Took me back.
I know, we went back. We went into a time machine. We did. And we stayed there and we rocked and rolled.
Yes.
We did. But how was your session with us? Before you answer that, I apologize. What made you want to come to me in the first place? Let's start with that.
When I started my life journey, I was watching all these different videos on YouTube, and people were saying the weirdest things, and then I came upon your video, and I've been watching for a while. So I've been watching in the bushes for years.
Right. And before you started your long journey?
No, it was after. I didn't start watching videos until like maybe 6 months after I started.
Okay, so your long journey was still young, baby stage.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
And so I watched your videos, and they were simple because
You're simplistic.
Yes, I have a tender scalp. I don't like to do a lot. I don't like to, do my hair.
Right, you like me?
when I heard your advice, it made sense, and it was something that I could
just leave it alone.
Just
right.
leave it alone. I only use castor oil on my scalp. I use rose water and vitamin E
on the Locs itself, right?
And there's no manipulation, just wrap.
And it just grew, and you go right.
And it grew fast.
Yeah, I still shocked that it's not. I really thought that's at least 10 years old. Honestly speaking.
5
so
years.
Meeting us today, you're here, you booked me. First you're shocked because when I called you like, what? I said, you wasn't weird. What I told you on the phone, girl, you wasn't weird and creepy, so you gotta call back. Don't be weird and creepy. But what was it like meeting Jimmy and I today? How was the entire experience?
This experience was amazing. The scalp massage I received and the cleanliness, because I could hear
the squeaking. Everybody say, is that squeaking? Yes, your Locs squeaks when he's done.
And the massage was amazing. And
you were singing along to the slow jams.
Yeah,
we had the slow jams on first.
The playlist was amazing.
Yeah, because when we do in the wash, we like to put on the slow jam. Just relax. Just like she's supposed to be taking a nap. She's singing along to Luther Vandross. This girl.
This has been an amazing experience.
Yes.
And then you were so quick.
Yeah, it was. So and to me, that was, and it would have been quicker because we didn't talk, and of course, being Trinidadian, I had to stop and do all kind of action with my, because I'm very animated. It would have been a lot quicker if I did. But your hair is healthy. Even if because we don't know what the future holds, even if we never see each other again, I get abducted by aliens or something. Seriously, I kind of wishing for that. Anything to get off this planet. But anyway, let's say the point is you're already doing it. There was nothing I needed to tell you. What do you think of your ends now that you look at them? Do you see it's a lot cleaner?
It's a lot cleaner.
So I was right. It wasn't a lint. No. You would always have lint, no matter what. Yes. I live watching forensic shows because they always find I love that. Yes. They always find on the murder victims some type of lint fiber. So it's nothing we could get rid of unless we're in like some type of bubble. But the point is yours is mild compared to what you really thought it was. I didn't need you to waste your thing and waste $20 just to put it in. So I am so glad you love your hair. Would you like to see us again?
Absolutely.
She's
I
like,
would like to
Yanni,
put my
put that.
foot before I get out of here.
What advice would you give? Oh, and shout out to veterans. You are a vet. I like to say that. You are a vet. I have a lot of veteran clients. Shout out to all my vets. What advice would you give to someone still nervous about their luck journey and still wondering what to do?
I would tell them to be patient, to not do the most.
Yes.
Just keep it simple, and don't let anyone take scissors to your
Yes.
hair
Yes.
at all.
Ever.
And then speak up for yourself, because I did have an experience where I didn't speak up. They used the product on my scalp, and I have
Well said.
an almond allergy.
I didn't tell you anything.
No.
That is why when you come, I sit down with clients. And you and I listed it.
Yes.
You knew everything we use. What she just said is very true. If you have an allergy, talk it first, because not everyone is going to ask you, ma'am, do you have any allergies? So let them know. Anybody mixing concoctions, find out, ma'am, what is in that? What did the allergy do to you?
It burned and it welted me up a little bit.
So almond topical causes a reaction to your skin. So
Yes.
even if it was an oil or like a lotion, oh wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And they had it in there.
It was in the product.
In the product.
Yes.
So are you allergic to nuts? This is just off topic. Are you allergic to nuts, period?
Not all nuts.
What about coconut oil? I don't use coconut oil, but what about coconuts?
When I tried coconut oil, it kind of just dried my skin out.
Yeah, I tell people that's why it should not be used. Coconut oil is meant as an antifungal oil, and it should be mixed with a different oil. On scalp, for black people, it's not good. It clogs our pores and it dries us out. Yes, but your hair is healthy. I told you that. On a scale of 1 to 10, first year was a 10, you went up to like 100. No, I'm being serious. You're not paying me to say all that good shit. Your hair is really, that's not part of the payment. We really did laugh today. Oh my God. Yeah, your hair is really healthy. Keep up the good work. If you choose to be a regular with us, you do not have to wash your hair until you see us. We'll be back in April. Almost 95% of my regulars, they do not wash their hair until they see us the next cycle. For you, I would oil, because you said it's cold in Alabama too, and this has been some global warming type coldness. I know, right? For you, keep doing what you're doing. Just oil your scalp, not every day, because you don't want to oversaturate the scalp. Castor oil is amazing oil. You don't have to go with Jamaican black, just odorless, colorless. Go on Amazon. Cold pressed castor, right? Yes. Put it in an applicator bottle, oil your scalp. In the summer, in the winter, this time of the year, I'll do 7 to 10 days, only because it's very cold. You have a texture here that's similar to mine. Your hair holds moisture very well, so that's a good thing. So in the summer, girl, you can stretch that out longer, right? Remember, your body is already secreting its own, and we black people, we secrete that good oil. That's why we age the way we age. We have beautiful oily skin, right? So, and that's it. That is really it, all right? I see you still sniffing your hair. That's
yes,
all.
It smells amazing.
I know. So while you're driving and you're stuck in traffic, when you're about to go postal and someone, Yanni says, sniff my hair. Just absorb it. You'll be like, okay, I'm calm now. I don't have to shoot the person in front.
Right.
Right. That's why I said let Jimmy drive. I don't have the patience or the energy. It was a pleasure meeting you today. Thank you for laughing at my super jokes. And most importantly, listening to my playlist. Right? Okay. Guys, stay tuned for more videos.